words, highest pretensions, unending patience. When I ask you by the bearded Messiah, is this kingdom coming? When I ask you, would you and I sit on either side as vice regents? Who knows? Soon we may become the reigning monarchs of this new Judean kingdom.
Who? You or me?
The first thing is to get this laid-back Galilean to go for the throne. That man has no sense of power. We'll fossilize at this rate.
Judas, I took 2 arms to rob the Romans. Then you want that Hades as a spy.
Ta-ta-ta, my friend. Bygones are bygones. Imagine. Share the booty.
What's the booty?
The kingdom of the Davidic line. It is promised.
Judas, you sure know how to quote scripture for political gain. Right, it is said, even the devil quotes the scripture. You are the closest thing I've seen to the devil.
Simon, I'm a pragmatist. Our best bet to power is the miraculous power of Jesus. We must get behind that. He's a popular attraction. So we must push him to the push out. We bet the 5,000. We nearly managed to go for the rebellion. But Jesus dodged it.
Judas, you have been so long with the master, and you have not changed.
Look, he gave me the money back. He knows what I'm like. Two can play the game.
Why did he give you the money back?
If one of you had it and the money got lost, all would be suspected.
And now?
Ask no questions, my friend, and I will tell you no lies. The issue of the lost money arises only if you count. So I go on day after day without counting, and there's always enough.
You're a crook.
Who says I'm not? But are you, Simon, not interested in power?
Judas, I was. Unlike you, I gave up my life for the nationalist cause. You had become a nationalist, sensing that the people's power behind Jesus would propel you to power. I was a nationalist when it was hard, and we would be executed by the Romans if we were caught. But the day I met Jesus, Simon the Zealot died.
Died? Simon the Zealot died?
The Zealot died. I was bitter that my brother was killed when the Romans invaded us. I was bitter that an Idumean Herod was ruling our nation. But the day I met Jesus Christ, I realized that our priests had perverted religion with politics. They were using us young zealots to get back the religious power and the political throne by sacrificing our lives. They were well enriched in the highest thrones of Jerusalem, and they send their children to the higher learning centers of the world Jewry and expect us to fight a war to liberate motherland. None of their sons would ever enlist.
That, my friend, is a way of life. The low-born and those of Iscariot of Judah must be served by the rural Galileans.
Judas, I would have wrung your neck for that a few years ago. But being with Jesus has changed that.
Why did you leave the zealots?
Well, one reason was that I met Jesus Christ. Even before that, I had found that there are very few who are truly revolutionaries. They only want power. They preach the revolutionary ideology to new recruits. The leaders do not suffer what the juniors suffer. It is not so with Jesus. He walks with us the dusty roads of Palestine. When he heals, he does not publicize it like the politicians do. Jesus is with the common man. He has become poor that we might be enriched by his poverty.
He became poor. That man was always poor. He was the son of a carpenter. He never went to school. And you know that they even say he was born out of wedlock.
Judas, you sound like the plant of the priest. He was conceived miraculously of a virgin by God's power. Though he may never have been to formal school, has any man spoken with such erudition? It was not only the sermons he preached, but the truth he lived.
I'm convinced that man is made for pleasure.
Power, my friend, is pleasure.
Judas.
That's the philosophy of my life.
Judas, you better get out of here. I still cannot trust myself to keep my hands too long away from that neck of yours.
Ta, my friend. Talk can kill no one.
That talk is killing your soul. You're a living dead by the hypocrisy you have lived. Think of your child. What is he hearing and seeing?
Sufficient of evil of the day thereunto.
Judas. Judas, God have mercy on your soul. You twist the scripture to say what you want it to say. Have you no fear of God?
God! I am my God!
Judas!
Oh, Judas, what have you come to tell us? I hope he's not alone again. What is the fling with the rabbi of Nazareth?
Your Lordship, I have come with better news than that. With something that you might even want to pay me.
What's that, Judas? Recession is bad these days. And religion is not that of a money spin either. But we'll listen to an old friend. If you do us a favor, who knows, we'll do you one as well. After all, there are no permanent friends, only permanent interests.
Strange that it comes from the head of the national religion.
Power, Judas, is what it is. It does not matter how you get there. Religion is as a good method as any to have power. Get on with your proposal.
I have come to make a deal for the rabbi of Nazareth.
A deal? How do you mean a deal, Judas?
Your Lordship, if you let this man operate, you will lose the power that you have over your people.
Wait a minute, Judas. Not so fast. Our people are not going to give up our great ancestral religion that easily.
The fact of the matter is, Your Lordship, the people are already giving up their great ancestral religion because Jesus of Nazareth is teaching the people from the Torah. He's making the scripture an open book. Very soon, the ordinary people will start teaching the clerics.
Calamity. Calamity. Period of Moses, this must be stopped. If ordinary people learn scripture themselves, how are we going to earn a living?
Exactly my point, Your Lordship. Exactly my point. Do you remember how the people totally agreed with it when they whipped the money lenders and the vendors at the feast? Common people are sick in the way the priests earn their money and ask all kinds of money and aggrandize themselves.
Yes, that fees we lost over 90% of the revenue.
He must be stopped, Your Lordship. The people already know that the priests pamper to the politicians and sell the common man for a mess of pottage.
Judas, we have our own plan, Judas. We are going to prove that his miracles are a fraud.
Not a chance, Your Lordship. Not a chance. I've seen them. They are 100% genuine. Even Elijah did not have such miracles. The blind see. The deaf hear. The lame walk. Even dead people are raised. Terrible people like Zacchaeus have turned. And do you know, Your Lordship, that in one place he healed 10 lepers. And now they're all over the place spreading the good news.
Judas, we are spreading the story that he's getting these people into this new religion by giving them money, Judas.
Not a chance, Your Lordship. Jesus of Nazareth does not have any money to give like that. Further, many rich people and even poor people will come forward and say that that's a lie.
Then we will frame him with a woman.
You've not got a chance, Your Lordship. Jesus of Nazareth is pretty clean. He does not lend himself to such indiscretions. Further, his disciples are always with him.
Then we will pass a bill in the Sanhedrin prohibiting healings and these new religions.
How are you going to stop the people, your lordship? They follow him in their thousands.
What do you suggest, Judas?
Fix him theologically, your lordship. Theologically.
Theologically?
Yes. Ask awkward questions about his deity. Get him into controversy. And then get a witness to accuse him of religious blasphemy. When the time is right, I will identify him to your place where you can arrest him without the others seeing it.
By the beard of Moses. Judas, are you not the son of Simon of Iscariot? What wisdom, Judas. Any day for my campaign. I'll make you campaign manager and fundraiser. Name your price. Name your price.
You are very kind, your lordship. But I am not only doing this for the money. I also have a great pain about our great ancestral religion, which this man is trying to destroy with this new religion.
But Judas, our culture is not destroyed by the new religion, but by our own youth and even adults learning the ways of Romans, drinking and gambling, newborn babies found in dustbins. The underworld is no more like the underworld. It's more like the overworld. Child abuse is rampant, and it's commonly a family member who's the culprit.
That's right, your lordship. But we must sell the idea to the Jesuit leaders that Jesus of Nazareth must be stopped for the good of the people.
That's right. Majority view is the right view. Judas, you proceed with your plan. Who knows? If you succeed, we might even appoint you to the Sanhedrin. Or even to the finance committee.
You are very kind, your lordship. But one in hand is worth two in a bush. I would like to have 30 pieces of silver, please.
30 pieces of silver? My God, that's a lot, Judas.
I've got to risk my life.
Here, 30 pieces of silver.
Passover night, a Garden of Gethsemane.
How do you know that?
Jesus always spends the Passover night at the Garden of Gethsemane. I believe he knows
that that's his place of destiny.
It's good for one to die for the whole nation. Good night.